Oh, this you crazy mother.
I'm alright. I'm completely missed. Go again!
Fucking hell. Nutter.
So I just shared with you a montage of the Baskett yard, all the different angles, all the different ramps that are here. As you can imagine, there is a lot of timber here. And I did say in a few vlogs ago, this skate park's got to go eventually, so I can get one massive bonfire with this skate park. A lot more fun with this skate park, but I can also transfer a lot of it to another project. And that's the awesome thing about this. I'm not just going to tear it all down and not give a shit. I can unscrew it, reuse a lot of timber, because you've got to understand there is tons of it here. And you'll remember me saying this whole skate park cost me about £600 over the sort of 3-year period, which is an absolute bargain. I don't care what anyone says. Getting all this for 600 quid, I was laughing all the way to the bank. And the amount of fun I've had here is incredible. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, you ever get a sort of spot like this, someone gives you a bit of land, you just got to clear it, do some fun projects with it. I mean, this was just one big ass project. I got a little bit carried away. It was supposed to be sort of half the size of this, but you know, when I started asking for donations of wood, it got a little bit crazy. I got a lot of friends in the building trades and they kept popping up with different ply sheets, different pallets, lots of fixings and all that. I work in the metal trade, so all the sort of metal girders, all the steel rails and stuff like that, I was able to make up myself. So it was winner winner, chicken dinner. I love chicken. There is a lot of wood here that I can reuse. There's a lot of mountain bike spots locally in the woods that this timber can be reused at. All the struts for this structure, they are sound. A lot of the surface wood, a little bit naff now, a little bit weathered, so that's going to be all burnt. So like I'm saying, a lot of this surface wood, plywood, OSB and all that, that's just going to get burnt. I mean, that's not really going to be recycled. A lot of this is slowly falling apart. That structure up there, that is structurally sound. The curved wall ride, the pallets are sort of sit in the back of there, they're fine as well. They can be reused, along with the sort of metal girders, the coping. That rail over there can be reused. The trampoline can definitely be reused. And kickers like this. Kickers like that, there's nothing wrong with that. If that got transported up into the woods for mountain biking, bit of chicken wire over it, you're fucking laughing. And that there. So simple to make, but it's a perfect mountain bike booter. It was 3 pallets from a building site. Load of bricks got delivered on those pallets. And yeah, a few bits of timber, screwed it together, and it is solid. This thing is not going anywhere. So all you do, stick a bit of mud at the bottom, put that in the woods somewhere, and bang. You are flying. Same with the timber in here. There is nothing wrong with the timber in here. All decent 6x2. All that timber as well. I mean, I don't want to just smash it down and burn it. What a waste. But you can see, look, literally just an A-frame. This thing is absolutely solid. A-frame holds it all together. Pallets going that way, pallets going the other way, and you got pallets kind of coming off at the angle down. Put the ply on it and it kind of made that transition. 3 ramps. I mean, I've even got a big roll of chicken wire still, plenty there, different spades and all that stuff. Still got a load of ride magazines. the old burners on its last legs, but if anyone wants that in a set of woods, you can take that away. If you're in the woods, you don't really want to sort of open fires, you can put it in one of them and you're loving life. That is a Baskett burner, if you've never seen one before. And you can do explosions and everything in there. Part of the military and all that. See, another A-frame holds this sub box together. Ain't going nowhere, takes a hell of a beating. And all it is pallets. Even the curved wall ride, it's just pallets going one way and then going the other way, a few timbers down through, and that thing has taken a beating, but it is solid. This be a quality clip. Wiggins and his jeggings. Oh! Here's a little story for you. A local mountain bike spot that I always go to, I always say that I'll kind of keep it a secret, because the people that sort of build up there, they're a little bit annoying. They seem to think that they own the place, even though they don't own the place. They just dig up there. And when I first ever ventured up there was no wooden structures up there, and obviously I filmed up there, put it on YouTube, and they kicked right off. They were sending me messages saying I got to delete the video, don't go up there again with your cameras and all this shit. They didn't know me personally, I didn't know them, and I was kind of new to mountain biking, so it was kind of fresh to me, people kicking off for riding their spots. So instead of sort of getting all nasty and mouthing off back, I simply said, okay, I did apologise. I said, look, I have a lot of timber I'm sat on because I'm building a skate park at home. Do you want some timber for sort of wooden structures and all that? And the reply I got, no, we do not. We don't want any of your timber. No timber structures are allowed to be built in this woods. The landowner will not allow it. I obviously still ride up there. I know a lot of other riders that dig up there and stuff, and they are real sound, and they even say to me that these other people are a little bit dickheads. And the funny thing is, literally a year later, after I was trying to donate them a lot of wood, what happens? There is wood structures everywhere out there now. They decided to put in wood structures. So once again, it was kind of like, I was going to donate you a lot of wood for free, but you've been a dickhead. I said as a kind of sorry for sort of going into their trails and putting out footage, I'll give you a lot of timber, because I had a lot of timber spare. I ended up using it for more stuff at the Baskett yard. In the end I was like, fuck it, if you don't want it, I'll use it. Through this winter I'm going to slowly take certain bits down, reallocate it to another location, so I feel like I'm not just wasting it. The Baskett yard will live on, just in another location, different locations. A little bit of Baskett yard memorabilia, that's what I like to say. And every time I go out there jumping and stuff, I know that my hard work is not gone to waste. But then again, this place hasn't gone to waste. I've had 3 years of blood, sweat and tears here, and the amount of shit that's gone down here, it's been brilliant. So some of you watching this now, you might actually have a little bit of land where you're sort of building stuff and you're kind of like, oh, I could do with a bit of that timber, I could do with some of those obstacles. If you have a flatbed lorry, a friend of mine does, he has a flatbed lorry, so I'll be asking him to transport a lot of this stuff when I sort of take it into the woods for my own little spots. But other people that got spots, they pop up, I'll happily let them take down certain bits and they take it away. And yeah, that's the plan. I don't want to waste any of this material. Even though it's cost me fuck all, it's still good material that can be reused. And yeah, it will be less depressing for me seeing it be reused somewhere else, knowing how much work I put into this place. And a lot of the transitions for the vert wall and the quarter pipe, they are perfectly sound still. I'm going to unscrew them and keep them because the actual transitions are perfect, and I can always keep them stored back and if I ever need to sort of duplicate it, I have the template. Just a little update I'm giving to you from the Baskett yard, and I think you can agree with me. There's no point leaving this for another winter fully. I think a lot of this timber can be reused somewhere else. Be a lot more wiser of me, because when it comes to next sort of end of spring, summer, I know I'm gonna have to rush and get rid of all this in one hit, and there's so much here. I'd rather knock certain bits out that I don't hardly use, maybe keep sort of the vert wall and the quarter pipe going back and forth so I do get another session on it, but the rest can be reused wisely. So yeah, the black book will be coming out again. I will be using a lot of these obstacles once I get my van and I can transport it all, and the Baskett yard is going to live on in different locations. See, I ain't scared of a bit of hard graft. I didn't just turn up and ride. Always helping out the team, you know what I mean? Shouldn't be mechanics, mate. One thing I wouldn't mind doing is bringing some of the Baskett yard ramps and that here.